Spooky Time Tale, read by Switch Diablo. Read by Switch Diablo. Sonny, breakfast is ready. Thanks, Hitch. Sonny walked into the kitchen and sat down by the table. Hitch put down a plate with pancakes. Your pancakes is always so good, Hitch. Thanks, Sonny. Sonny looked around and noticed the others weren't there. Where are the others? Oh, they left a bit earlier, actually. Pip came up with some new main style for Night by Night. And Sip went to Sheriff Station as temporarily. Izzy went along with Sip. Okay, I think we need to talk about the Nightmare Night with others, what we should do this year. Hitch sat down across from Sunny. I think it's a good idea since we might have different ideas since last year's trick or treat went well. I think we might come up with something good this year too, said Hitch. Sally nods while eating her breakfast, and she was thinking of some ideas what she had for Night by Night. After breakfast, she left the Bright House and went to Smooth Station for work. While she was working, she was thinking of what she was going to dress for Night by Night, since the last year she went as Nightmare Moon. While she was working, she heard a voice and she saw it was Posy Bloom. Hey, Posy, what would like to have? I will take a mango apple smoothie, please. An apple mango smoothie is coming right up. Sunny quickly picked up the fruits and blended them while thinking about Night by Night. After she was finished, she gave the drink to Posy. How's the drink? It's good as always. Posy, what are you going to be for Night by Night? She asked. I have been thinking of being a witch or a bad pony. Those are not bad choices. Thanks, Sunny. After Posy had left, Sunny thought of her she should be Nightmare Moon this year again, since she really liked to be that figure last year. And it was only 5 days left until Nightmare Night. In the evening, Sunny closed the smoothie stand down and went home. When she came home, she found Sip and Izzy playing video game together while Pip were in the kitchen with Misty and Hitch. Hey Sunny, how was your day? Asked Misty. Hey Misty, it was full as always. While I was working, I thought of what we should do for this year for Night by Night. What do you have in mind should do this year? Pip asked. Sunny sat down at the table. I have a few ideas in mind that we could do. What do you have in mind? Asked Misty. Some ideas was a corner maze haunted house like last year, or having a big nightmare party here on that day. Sip and Izzy joined in the kitchen and heard the conversation. How about we combine corn maze and a nightmare party into one? I'm sure we can prepare the corn maze outside and give candy to the kids. It's not a bad idea, Sip. Well, thank you, Mr. Sheriff. Sip smiled at him and he smiled back at her. What do you think about that idea? Asked Sunny. I think it's a great idea, said Misty. I think it's an amazing idea, said Izzy. Every pony was on board on that idea. Who would build the corn maze and fix the party? Asked Sunnylow. I think I can do the corn maze. Perhaps Misty can help me with it? Sure, I can do that. I think I can fix the music and snacks for the party, said Sip. I can spread the word of it, said Pip. Then it's settled. While they were talking more about the party, it was then when Pip got an idea. I think I have a crazy idea for the party. What do you have in mind? How about all of us doing a show at the party? Every pony looked at her and they were curious. What kind of show did you have in mind? Asked Hitch. Maybe a show of us singing some songs and doing some acts for the guests. It could be fun, said Misty. it might be tough with the time, especially at work, and I think a sing as performance might be a good idea or something else. How about we do a Nightmare Night play at the party? That's an even better idea, Sunny. A lot of ideas, a Pip. Not bad. I think we can do that, said Hitch. It's possible if we do a short play, maybe it won't take much time. I agreed with that. And what kind of play should we do? Said Pip. How about a comedy play? I like that idea. I think it's the best. I think so too. And is everybody on board on the idea? Everybody said yes and decided. They were all excited about the party, and Sunny had decided to be Nightmare Moon again this year. While they were having dinner, one thought came to her mind. About the Nightmare Night, what should we all go as? I've decided to be Nightmare Moon again. I will go as a vampire, said Hitch. I already knew what I would be, and a Daybreaker, said Sip. Oh, I like that idea. I'm going as a witch. I'm going to be as a princess. How so original that is, said Sip. Give me a break, Sip. It happens that I like princess stories and other romance. I know, Pip. I was just messing with you. I'm going to be a guard myself, said Izzy. It's going to be so good time. Oh, for sure, Sunny, said Sip. That evening, Sunny laid on her bed and read a book while the others were playing cards in the living room. She felt tired after a long day. But the next day, Pip were at Main Melody, talking to Rocky and Jazz about the idea for the party. They promised to help them for some things. While that happened, Sunny were working as normal when Misty walked up to her. Hey Sunny, how's business? It's going well so far. Have you and Hitch found anything to use for corn maze, or how big it's gonna be? No, we haven't decided on that yet, but we'll soon. If you need help, let me know. Of course. And can I have an apple smoothie? Sure thing. Sunny made an apple smoothie for Misty, who thanked her. Sunny was glad that she didn't have to worry to find a new costume for a nightmare party. With her from last year, she was still at work. When she was taking a break, she ran into Hitch, who was on patrol. Hey, Sunny, how's the business? It's good so far, just a short break. Patrol duty, is he? Yep, I had to do it. I talked to Misty earlier. I told her if you two need help with the corn maze, I can help you. Thanks. I appreciate any help with it. It's gonna be so much fun. For sure. We're gonna practice for the play later. I can't wait for it. It's gonna be fun. Hitch nods and agreed with it. He said goodbye to her and she went back to work. In the later afternoon, Sunny closed the stand down for the day and went home. The others were all there waiting for her. Sunny went in the living room while the others were waiting for her. How should we do the play? How about we take turn telling a scary story for the audience? Asked Hitch. Suggested Hitch. It's gonna be a good idea, said Izzy. I think we can come up with some of our own stories. It might be a good idea, Misty. I think we can do that. How about we do that in a short play too? I think we can do that, and we can even use some of our own costume for that too. It's gonna be a busy night, said Hitch. We should make script for it. I haven't taken care of that, said Zip. Zip pulled out some papers and gave to the others. They read through them. You made all of them? Asked Pip. Yes, I made them earlier actually, since we're gonna make a short play, so I thought a few lines would be easier to remember. It was good too. What do you all think about them? She asked. I think they're good. Just a great idea, and they will work, said Sunny. I agree with Sunny. They will work. The others agree too, and Sip felt glad that our work turned out well. I think we should give it some try to today and hopefully we'll have it prepared for the party too. I think we can give it a try. They stand up to their play practice and they practice for the next 3 hours. Even at the first were quite a few mistakes. But they had fun while trying it though. It wasn't until like 7 p.m. when they choose to stop to get dinner ready. That was fun. I bet the audience will gonna love it too, said Sunny. I bet on it too, but should we build a stage for it? If we do that, it had to be big enough for all of us on it. Perhaps we should just hang a red curtain instead for the stage. It would take time to build it and later to take it apart, so I think Pip has a good idea on that. I agree with that with you on too, Sunny, said Zip. They all agreed on to that. They talked more about their play and agreed it's gonna be a big hit. After dinner, they decided to do some more practice. They wanted to make it perfect as possible for it. It was just 4 days left until Nightmare Night, and they wanted the play to be good enough as for the audience. By the next day, Izzy and Misty worked together to make posters about the party and the performance at Bright House. They made a dozen of posters, and they went into town. I take this side and you can take that side. Sounds good, but to me. Both spread up and put up posters on different places around in town. A store, a mailbox, and other places. After were done, they looked at each other and with a smile and knew it's gonna be fun. Misty said to Izzy that she was going to main Melody to help Pip, since she was working there part-time. Izzy went back to Bright House to relax for a little while she's going to do some Nightmare Night decorations for the party, which is only a few days. They have some decorations from the previous year, but after an accident in the spring cleaning, some of them got damaged, so they chose to remake them. But Izzy had told her friends that she had no problem making some new ones. Meanwhile, Sunny were at the smoothie stand taking care of the customers. Sunny, about the party, what kind of play will it be? Asked Dahlia. It's gonna be a comedy play. Each one of my friends and I will do the play and telling it a scared story. It sounds interesting. It's gonna be fun. And of course, and the core mates too. Looking forward to it. As always, Sunny was happy to hear the other ponies in town were looking forward to it so much, as they are. Later, she went home to practice with her friends, but Hitch wasn't even there. He was still at the station, but he did arrive about 30 minutes later. Sorry, I had some paper to sign and daily reports to take care of. It's fine, Hitch. You're here now, so let's do some practice. They started practicing and it was going well. Even there were some small mistakes here and there, but they were getting slowly better. They want to be good enough for the audience on the big day, not to make so much bad mistakes again. After they practiced for an hour, they took a short break. Izzy showed her friends some of the decorations that she had worked on. They're really good, Izzy. They're even better from the last year, said Sunny. Thanks, I'm proud of my work too. Luckily, not all the decorations from last year was ruined, said Zip. That's good, said Pip. Let's do some more practice before dinner, said Misty. All right, once again from the top, said Sunny with a smile. They went back to practice for another hour before deciding to continue the next day. Hitch and Zip were together to make dinner. They even small talked about the party. About the candy. I think I can ask a candy shop in town if they can provide us with some of the candy. I can go there tomorrow and ask to do my patrol. Thanks, that will save me from my duties. No problem, Mr. Sheriff. They all enjoyed the dinner together. After dinner, they sat in the living room, had small talk, and played either chess or cards together. The next day, just after breakfast, the others had left. It was just Sunny and Misty left at the Bright House. Are you going somewhere, Misty? Misty was at the door about to leave. Yes, I'm going to Bridlewood to see my dad today, but I will be back before dinner time. Have fun. Thanks. Misty left and she arrived to Bridlewood, and her dad, Alpha Barrel, was happy to see her daughter again. Hey Dad, how's business? Hey Misty, it's going well as always, full every day. What's bringing you here? I had a day off from my part-time work, and I came to see you. It's nice to see you again. They small talk while they sat by the counter and listened to Onyx's poetry in the background. Misty had told her dad about the play she and her friends were going to do. He was happy to hear that, and wished them good luck with it. Misty said thanks to her dad. Misty stayed in Bridlewood till late afternoon before she got home. She said goodbye to her dad, and when she returned home to Merton Bay, she ran to Zip. Oh, hey, Misty, you came home from your senior dad? Yes, I take Sunny told you? Yes, she did tell me. By the way, how about the candy for the party? Oh, I'm taking care of that, and candy will be enough for the kids. It's gonna be so much fun. As both were walking together, they saw the town had been decorated for a holiday. How many shops had pumpkins from them? This feeling it makes me so extra excited, says Zip. I know what you mean, even though I never celebrated when I was still living with Opaline. That must have been a bad time, especially when you learned about it. That's for sure. But I love it now, especially to get dressed and eat candy with friends. It will be a good time as always. Zip smiled and Misty agreed with her. Later in the evening, they practiced with their friends for the big holiday, and it was a good time. They were getting ensured that they won't be a failure this time. I think we nailed it, said Sunny. I think we haven't since put so much to it, said Sunny. Zip. I cannot deny on that either, and it's gonna be so much fun time. Though I won't be here during the early afternoon, since me and Sparky will be in town to get some candy for him. It's fine, since the corner maze doesn't open until like 6 p.m. and the party at like 7 p.m. and our play around 7:30 p.m. They all agreed to it and was so excited about the big day. Rest of the day, they just relaxed and waited for the Night Midnight to arrive. Then, when Night Midnight finally arrived, everything for the party was prepared. The corn maze was set up for the ponies to be in the evening. I'm excited. Has the red curtain been set up yet, Seb? Not yet, but me and Pip are about to take care of that. Has the candy arrived yet? Asked Misty. Not yet, but they will be here soon, said Izzy. It's gonna be so much fun, said Sunny. Soon, the red curtain was put up, and every pony went to their room to put on their costumes. Oh, Sip, your costume looks so cool. Thanks, my evil friend. Sip made a grin to Sunny, who looked angry at her. But it was just an act. Every pony was so excited about the big day. I will see you all later. Sparky and I will head out to get some candy. Have fun, you two. May I join you two? Asked Misty. You want to go with us? Yes, I would like that. She doesn't have much experience about trick or treat due to live with Opaline for so long. It makes sense, but sure, I don't think Sparky wouldn't mind that, right, buddy? Sparky laughed and he didn't mind at all. So three of them left, so the others took care of the last things and they talked together. It wasn't until like later in the evening when Hitch, Misty took care of the corn maze, and the ponies loved it. Later, they all went inside for the party. Welcome every pony to our lovely haunted party. We'll hope you have a good time. Now, play the tunes. At that moment, music started being playing in the background. Ponies started to have a good time for a little while. Sunny and her friends stood behind the red curtain and were a bit nervous. I'm so excited about this, said Izzy. I'm a little scared though, said Misty. It's gonna be fun, trust me, Misty. Soon, the curtain opened. Welcome to our little short play. We will tell each other one of our scary stories for all of you. Hope all of you will enjoy it. They started the play, and soon it was closer to some mistakes, but the audience loved it still. And after they have finished each of the scary stories, both the play and the stories was a hit by the audience. And after they were finished, they started to interact with the guests and having some fun. They enjoyed some of the food, dancing together. It was just a great time. The party lasted till like 11 p.m. before it was time for every pony to go home. They all thanked them for the amazing party. After the last guest had left, Sunny and her friends were tired after the party. That was so much fun, and they all had a good time. Were there any doubts though? Said Zip. Nope, I don't think so at least, said Misty. Now we have to clean, but I'm so tired after all this. Even though I am so organized, but I agree with Pip. I am so tired, even Sparky too. They all agreed to go to bed and take care of the cleaning the next day instead. They all had such great time and agreed they should do something similar next year too. They all went to bed and it didn't take long for them to fall asleep. The end.